In another dimension, another time and space, a parallel universe is falling on his face. When out of the chaos, what else could it be but the animal adventurers of SPACE? Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare! So these are my Bucky O'Hare figures. I've been collecting them for a while. I kind of just buy one at a time. I really liked this show as a kid. I remember the theme song very well. It is still one of the greatest theme songs of its time. It's catchy, it's fun, the animation is nuts for the opening theme song. So when I found out that there were these Bucky O'Hare figures, I had to get them. These are the 4 that I have. There are a couple more. There's 2 Jennies, there's 2 Buckys, there's Deadeye Duck, and the Toad Trooper. These are the early ones. And then you see, I've got Mimi, and she was not part of that first wave. They have 2 different Toad Troopers now, and then they added Mimi. These numbers don't add up. We have 5, and then 7, 11, and 12. I'm honestly not sure what the others would be. As far as numbers go, I don't know what happened with that. But these are the 4 that I got, and these are the 4 that I am going to open today. These figures come from a company called Boss Fight Studios. I hadn't really heard of them, and I still, now that I've been collecting more seriously and also looking more into the different companies that make figures and stuff like that, I still don't really hear about this company. I went and looked them up online just to see if they were even still around. They are still around. They're still making stuff. I saw some Hellboy, some Red Sonja. It seems their big release going on right now is they're doing Fraggle Rock. So if you like Fraggle Rock and you want some of those figures, they are releasing those. I don't know if anyone else is doing any Fraggle Rock right now. No Ninja Turtles. I didn't find any Ninja Turtles. The closest thing I found is they're also doing the Garfield and Odie, the Garfello, I think it was, and then Odie where his head is like a turtle shell. They did the exact same figures that NECA did. They look slightly different, but they're the same figures. And I think they're around the same price, too. So you can buy that from them. I just Googled Boss Fight Studios, and it took me right to their website. If you want to see what else they are doing, we're just going to look at these. We're going to start with the main character first. I actually got... This is not his normal look. His normal look is the red and the yellow, which I don't think really looks the best on him, but it is what he wears in the show. This guy, I got him literally just because he was cheaper. If this guy was cheaper, I would have bought him. He was cheaper as far as what I could find on eBay, and I'm okay with these colors. I think they look really good on him. And I really like the packaging for these figures. Nothing is solid. Nothing is glued on or anything. You can just sort of pull these out like this and then slide out the card. And there's your figures. So you can box them up and unbox them, and you're not ruining anything when you open them. And these are just little figures. They're not very big. This little hand goes in here, and I have a feeling that all of these that I've acquired have been opened once before. I think this is a great way to package figures, where people who when you want to display or play with your figures, but if you want to resell them, you can keep all the packaging. If you want to deal with keeping the packaging, because it does take up space, and then you can just package it up all nice and neat. Doesn't hurt the card backer at all. No damage to it. This series came out 1990, 1991, and it came out comic book and animation at the same time. I think the comic book was made first, but then whoever owns Bucky O'Hare, the animation license, they decided they were going to release an animated series and the comic book at the same time. And the animated series just had 1 season, as far as I'm aware. And then the comic book, they didn't even release the entire thing here in the States. I don't think it did that well, but they released it over in the UK, I believe. Like, I took a very brief glance. I could be wrong on some of this, but they re-released it in the UK, and they did, I think it was supposed to be 6 issues, and only 5 got released here, and the 6th one was made but not released. So they released all 6, and then they did some more comics, and I've never read a Bucky O'Hare comic. I've never, happened upon one in the wild. I'm assuming they're really hard to get a hold of here since they seem to have sold better elsewhere. It was just a very, very brief little blip in the fandom world. It came and it went. I do believe that you can get the entire series on DVD if you really wanted it. You could find it online. But like I said, it was just one season, and then there are some comic books that may or may not be hard to find. But I very specifically remember this show as a kid, and I looked through a little bit of it within the past couple years, and the opening animation is really nice, and then the animation in the show is not. It's really cheap, which I can't imagine that they were making that much money, so they had to be smart about their animations. Now, this series of toys is very interesting because they come with faces instead of different heads, and these 2 faces look exactly alike to me. This one is showing a little more gum. I don't see too much of a difference, other than literally one is showing more gum than the other. The expressions look exactly the same. But you have 2 faces in case you lose one, I guess. Bucky himself has closed mouth expression. Like, he's small. These aren't very big figures. He's got these little shoulder pads. They are connected to his neck. That's an interesting choice. His little joints, they're so tiny. Can I get them to move? This is a little swivel joint, and there is, oh yeah, there we go. You just gotta find the joint. There it goes. So you see this line? This is the back of the joint. So what we want to do is turn that. So that would be the elbow, and then it does bend. It just takes a minute. And it looks like instead of a hand, you get like a whole forearm. Oh yeah, that popped out pretty easy. I don't know if it'll go in easy. It went in kind of easy. It's just really hard because the arms are so tiny, so it's hard to like hold it still so you can get that leverage to pop it in. This is not too bad. Let's see about... Yeah, it does pop off fairly easy too. And it's just there's a little peg. I pulled it off fairly easy when I could, put it closer to me and use it for leverage, but I don't know if I'll be able to do any of these things on camera. I pop it back in place. Oh, there it goes. You heard it snap. It snaps and it stays. Like, it stays pretty good. And he comes with a little cape, it looks like. Oh, he's got a hole for the cape, but he's also got this tail in the way. Let's see if it's gonna go in all right. So that cape, look, it goes in, but like there's no resistance whatsoever. Like it goes in and out super easy. There's just nothing. Oh, maybe, yeah, there we go. I guess you just had to push it in a little more. Not bad. Not bad. He's cute. Even in his little stealth pajamas. And so he's got a couple different hands. Let's see if I can pull them out. It's hard to see because they are painted black. He's got a fist and like an open holding hand. Here's another fist here. This one is a wide open hand. Ah. Cute. I wouldn't have minded if these were a little bigger, but they're not. Like, I don't necessarily hate the size. He comes with 2 guns. They look exactly the same. I guess if you want to have him, double fisting these weapons. Look how he holds this gun. Like, the finger even goes in the trigger. I really like that. That's a really cool hand, or gun holding hand. I like him. Does he kind of twists. He does twist at the waist. His head goes up and down. His ears rotate. They have a little bit of give. Not bad. Like, I thought maybe he would be more flimsy than this. He feels fairly solid even though he is very small. It's just hard to get his joints to move because he is so small. Like, there he goes. Oh, he's got toe action. Look at that. Oh, very cool. Very cool. He's got, you know what this reminds me of the Joy toys. Like, they're about that size. They're not the normal action figure size that we're used to. They're a little bit smaller. Cute though. I like him. So there's Bucky. And here's first mate Jenny. I loved Jenny, of course. As a little girl watching action shows. Loved Jenny. Her hair is pink in the cartoon, but I think it might be white, or at least you can see here white with pink shadow. But they painted her hair white for the action figure. And she's got 2 other faces, and these actually do look different. Oh, here's another face. This one, oh, I see the eyes are slightly different. Very slightly different. They are very generous with the faces. Because she's got this one too. This one's a little open mouth face with her fangs. Very cute. And she comes with, her hands are so tiny. She comes with little magic hands right here. Yep, hands that have the magic. She is an artificer, which I don't even know what that means, but she does do magic, and she can like move things around with her. She's got like these magic amulets everywhere on her, and that's like where her power comes from. But I would love a first mate Jenny doll. Like a doll with pink brushable hair and a pink brushable tail. That would be great. We're too bad this property is never, it was never and probably never will be that popular, but I would totally, if they ever made a first mate Jenny doll with brushable hair, pink brushable hair especially, I would totally get her. But she, her head moves around really good. She has itty bitty little joints. They are tiny on her elbow. Her hands, they do rotate. They're a little tight. Her elbows are super easy to bend, unlike Bucky's. She has... They gave her platform. She actually has high heels in the cartoon, but I appreciate the platforms because this is going to help make her stand a little better. Her tail does move. Her tail has actually really great range of motion. Very cool. And she does have a joint here. They have pretty good range of motion for figures this size. But there's Jenny. All right, here's Mimi. This one, I never thought I would own Mimi. She was actually, as far as I remember, she was only in like 1 episode. She's kind of like the Mona Lisa of, like how Mona Lisa is for Ninja Turtles, Mimi is for Bucky O'Hare. She was in 1 episode, but she's a fan favorite. And she seems to be the most expensive on eBay. But I was at a Transformers convention this fall, and I went to one of the room parties where it's very common at the Transformers convention that they'll just do like, people will just have sales after the convention in their hotel room. And they put up signs and they're like, hey, we're doing a sale in such and such a room. And, you know, you can go visit the different rooms. They'll have their doors open. And you can go see what they have for sale. And we went to one place and they were, I got a lot of stuff for super cheap, but they were like, we want to get rid of everything. Like, make us an offer. And I saw the Mimi and I was like, how much for Mimi? And they said $5. I like Mimi just fine, but like, I was happy to just have Jenny. But $5? Where she is the most expensive one? I haven't looked up her price recently, but I just remember when I found out that she existed as a figure and I looked up the price, I was like, no, I'm not going to pay that much for her. $5. So I got her. I think she's a squirrel. She might be a fox. I'm not entirely sure. Probably a fox since the tail is... Hi, Dinah. Since the tail is lighter at the tip. She's got a cute little outfit. Her little... I'm not sure what this is. She is, I believe, a captain. I think she's a captain. Her frigate is called the Screaming Mimi. That's cute. The frigates, or the spaceships, they call them frigates, have really fun names. I remember there was one called the Indefatigable. Bucky's frigate is called the Righteous Indignation. Like, I think they just have really fun frigate names. But she also has, oh, well, I broke her. I can now join, I can now join the many people who do unboxing videos and have broken a figure on camera and sometimes off camera. I broke her. The joint is broken. I probably have to drill like a wire in there to get that connected back, and it's never going to be the same. Sad. Well, you know, I only paid $5 for her. I knew, like, I just had a feeling that either her or Jenny were gonna break because their arms are just so tiny. But I'd rather it be her than Jenny. She has a little bit of ankle. I'm not gonna try and push too hard. Now I'm a little once bitten, twice shy. But she's got pretty good movement. Her boots are cute. Her whole outfit is cute. And we saw a great tail movement, great head movement. I bragged too much. That's what happened. I bragged too much about getting her for $5. And karma had to come for me. Here are her faces. She's very flirty in the show. She's like very flirty with Bucky. So she's got like the little winky face, a little badass face. She means business. And then she's got her little captain hat. I have a feeling this doesn't fit her very well, but we'll give it a shot. I think, oh, that's not too bad. Like in the picture it was on sideways. Yeah, like it's only meant to do one ear or the other. It's not too bad. It's definitely gonna fall off, but like if you're just posing her and you put the hat on her head, looks like it'll stay. It'll stay pretty well. She comes with weapons, pretty good looking guns, and her little itty bitty hands for her one. No. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. Oh well. We'll figure it out. There's Mimi. So sorry, my girl. Last but not least, this one is actually, I think, my favorite. I love this Toad figure. He is just like is it laser fodder for the evil Toad army? He's just like a Toad stormtrooper. And there's actually 2 of them. If you see on this one. They did a second one. I want him too. I want at least 5 more of these. I want a ton of these Storm Toad Troopers. They are just, I don't know, there's something about them that I just loved. I love, and this one was another one where I didn't think I was going to get him, but I saw one on eBay. I got him for a really good price, so I just picked him up. I was like, I'm not gonna find a better price than that one, so I might as well get him. Here's his little hands. Like, he's bigger. He's actually bigger than... See how small and, like, how small and fiddly? And then this Toad Trooper is just really solid. I love him. He's got... Does this helmet come off? Oh, the helmet might come off. Yeah, the helmet comes off. You see his face. He's got a second face. It looks exactly the same as the first one. He's made of like a different plastic. This is a more malleable plastic than the others. The others is like this really firm, and this one feels a little softer. Like it's a little more bendy. Yep, and there's like a little peg in there. So you can can we do anything on camera with these? I see the peg. Can it go in? There we go. There's his hat. It goes really low on his on his face. I thought it would be up a little higher. But there's his hat. Here's his little outfit. Will be a little more gentle with these joints. Because he's bigger than the others, but he's still a little small. I'm really scared now. Okay, gently. It's a little bit easier when you're not on camera and you're like, I usually am looking at these figures through the camera and not like in real. There they go. They bend. Like, I definitely suggest that you can feel there's like a resistance, and these joints are not very big. They're very fragile. Even if they bend okay, but just there's a little bit of a movement in the ankle. You can do a little bit, no toe action. I love him though. Has he got a thing that you can plug in? Is it one of his guns? He's got like a scythe, and then he's got this gun, he's got a big gun and a little gun. And I don't know what you would plug back here. I am not sure how this gun works. Like this? I don't know. I don't know. Something like this. I don't know. I love him though. I will probably buy the other one, just so I have one of each of the Toad Troopers. But I like him with his little helmet instead. Let's see if we can get this back on. It's kind of hard to get that little slot to line up. Oh, there it goes. Snapped really good in place. But now I have made a huge mess. Stuff everywhere. But these are my Bucky O'Hare figures. 3 out of 4 are exactly in the same condition I opened them as. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Mimi. We'll figure it out. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.